Day 8, morning breakfast. It's 8:20. I gotta make this salad real quick right here before I go to probation. Got pineapple. Ate dinner at Hubble Kitchen again last night with Jamie. That was pretty wild. Had a kombucha and stuff before I went to bed. Went to sleep. Had a good time last night. This is cantaloupe. Went to bed at like 10 o'clock after watching a little Workaholics. Slept till 8. Feel pretty good this morning. Gonna eat a breakfast of mostly fruit and see how I feel. Probably pretty good. Tea mango styley. The fruit diet. Gotta go to probation class from 9 to 10. Don't have any morning clients. So I'll probably go to skate park in Conroe after probation, so you might see a little footage of that. But yeah, I mean overall, so far 8 days of nothing but raw fruits and vegetables and fats with avocado and olive oil and coconut butter, a lot of those. Feel pretty good. I feel like I've eaten a little bit too much hummus and maybe a little bit too much fruit. I probably could have done a little better on less of that stuff. Alright, so we got pineapple in, cantaloupe in, orange going in. And I had already put in an orange, half a pineapple, and a cantaloupe. I kind of like prepped all this stuff so the video could kind of go by quicker, hopefully. But so this is going to be a big salad, probably enough for, I mean, if no one else eats it, because nobody else has been eating my fruits and veggies, this will probably last me like another day or two. I'll try to eat it quick, but we'll see. And then I just have one pomegranate left from the co-op box. I gotta order another box tonight and we'll get it tomorrow. This one is a lot riper than that last one I used in the last video. See how red that is? Juicy. So 2 more days of raw vegan, and then I'm going to do 10 days of raw primal, which is raw meat. Lots of raw meat, lots of raw milk and cheese, lots of raw butter, which is kind of how I eat already. I haven't eaten a lot of raw meat. I usually eat my meat rare, but I'm going to eat it raw. And I'm going to try to get a lot of organ meats, which I like organ meats anyway, but I usually eat them cooked. I usually eat cooked livers and tongues and hearts and kidneys. But I'm going to try to do like testicles and thyroids and adrenals and just wild food, just for the heck of it, to try it out. But man, I love raw milk and I cannot wait to get back on it. Tell you what. I love me some raw fruit and vegetables. And I mean, that Hubble video when me and my mom and Alan were eating, if you watched that one, the salad that I got was delicious there. I mean, it looked boring as heck, but it was just so good. And I mean, I didn't mean to say that this style of eating is blah or anything. It's definitely flavorful and delicious, but it just kind of gets boring when, you know, you're out with your family and they're eating all sorts of kinds of other foods, and you really want them, and they're foods that you've grown up eating and you like them, and you have this emotional attachment to them, like cheese and meat, you know? So that's what this experiment's about. It's just about finding what works for you, you know? This intuitive thing is going to be, you're going to be hearing about this a lot in all aspects of health and life. As we come to this new age, 2012, 2013, end of the world, beginning of the new world, whatever you want to call it, thing where everybody has a paradigm shift and a shift in consciousness, and, you know, technology increases. I got basil here, some herbs. Technology increases, and all this stuff just changes, you know, but it's really all about what's worked for the past civilizations and what's worked for your ancestors. And, you know, just in the last 200 years when they started, you know, spraying crops and doing all this GMO bull crap, and, you know, it's just crazy how, you know, society works. You know, it's a big conspiracy, I think, man. I think they all just want us to be sick, eat crappy food, and they want us to be sick and on their drugs. But what do I know? That's my intuition. So, you know, I had an idea for I'm a personal trainer or whatever. I wanted to branch out on my own, and I wanted to, you know, I'm Czech Institute certified as a holistic lifestyle coach and an exercise coach, and I'm going to continue on the holistic lifestyle coach path and eventually go and be a Czech practitioner, get through the Czech levels. And I was thinking about calling my company Intuitive Health Solutions or something like that. I like that word, intuition. People can resonate with that. And it's, you know, there's not one way that works for everybody. You know, I just watched the Rob video last night, the dangers of veganism or whatever the video was called, but with Denise Minger, and that was a good video, man. I mean, that's how it should be. A lot of people don't get those guys. It's crazy. I mean, a lot of people just have it, they're stuck in their dogma, and, you know, even what works for you right now will not always work for you. You know, that's just how it is, man. It just depends on what's going on in your life. Depends on the freaking weather, depends on your activity level, your stress level. This is really good organic sea salt. I'm going to add this up in this salad. Try not to do too much, but there is a lot of fruit in here. You know, so it's always changing. You got to be flexible. You got to be fluid. And, you know, Troy Casey told me something out of the HLC too. I don't know if he learned it in HLC 2 or 3, or I guess it was 3. But I guess it's something that he learned from Czech. But it was there's one God, which is unconditional love. There's two forces, which is yin and yang. There are 3 choices, which is, the first choice is the optimal choice for you and everyone in your dream team. There is the suboptimal choice for just you, and it's kind of, you know, your instant gratification. And then the third choice is being apathetic or not really caring, either because, or, you know, no choice because you're apathetic, or no choice because you don't have enough info. And if you do it because you don't care and you're apathetic, that's really dangerous, and that can get you into trouble. And then there's 4 doctors, and there's Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet, Dr. Movement, and Dr. Happiness. So, you know, 1 God, 2 forces, 3 choices, and 4 doctors, and I think that's a really good way to kind of sum it up. But like Dan says, if life was that simple, it wouldn't be all that great. We love the dynamic of life. We love how it's not simple, and it is crazy, and it's never